What's up, guys? My name's Nick Nadelku. I'm a 25-year-old real estate agent from New York, and this is my submission for the $35,000 Lamborghini VinWiki SWAE challenge thing. So let's just jump right into it. So I've always been a car guy. My dad used to take me drifting anytime there was a snowstorm, and he used to go out and buy $200 and $300 cars just to ruin them, basically, just to see how long he could drive on two wheels or drift around town and do stupid stuff like that. So I inherited the idea from him that it's always more fun to own cheap cars that you're not afraid to like drive really hard instead of having like perfect examples of cars that you're like afraid to take out in the rain and stuff. So that's kind of my idea with the Lamborghini. I had a Mustang GT. And a Corvette C6. And my last car was actually a BMW M4 that I flew to Atlanta and drove all the way back to New York with. So I put a lot of miles on my cars, and I'm really not afraid to drive them hard. My Mustang GT, I melted the thermostat housing on. My Corvette C6, I melted the radiator for. I had to replace that. I had a Chevy Cavalier at one point that I was trying to drift, and I crashed it into a snowbank, and all I had to dig myself out was these cutting boards that I had in the car because I used to put them under the back wheels, lock up the e-brake, and try to drift around. So I put a lot of miles on my cars, and like pretty hard miles, and I'm also not afraid of letting my friends drive them, which is awesome. So I was on vacation in Miami a couple years ago, and my sister's husband's car broke down. So I'm like, yeah, just let him take my Corvette to work in the middle of a snowstorm. And he did. And I feel like I could do the exact same thing as that with the $35,000 Lamborghini. Like, as long as you don't fix it up too much, it's still gonna be a functional car that you can have fun with and not really care too much about. So like if I bring it to car shows or something, I'm not gonna be afraid of just like laying down a fat burnout, or I won't be afraid to like go drifting or whatever, or I can park it in front of a nightclub or something and not have to worry about like people walking by and spitting in it or something. Like I think a lot of the charm with a $35,000 Lamborghini is the fact that someday when I want to actually sell it, I can sell it and it's still going to be the world's cheapest functional Lamborghini. So the next buyer is going to be able to enjoy it the same way that I did. So basically, I just want to have it. I want to drive it to listing appointments. I want to like take all my friends for rides in it. I want to let whoever wants to drive it around town or whatever when I'm gone. Like, I think it would be so cool being able to enjoy that car the same way that I enjoy a $22,000 C6 Corvette or a $10,000 Mustang GT or something. Just have fun with it. I mean, that's the whole point of the car, right? So I hope you guys picked me. I'd love to also go to Atlanta and tell some VinWiki car stories of my own because I feel like I've got a lot. So I don't know. That's my story. Hope you guys pick me.